Mixing up my own colors, drop by drop, I watch it bloom. Pouring in the dark, clear river, let it move across the room. Every mold a little prayer, every swirl a brand new face. I keep my hands real steady, I keep my heart in place. If it breaks in beauty. If it bends, it finds its grace. Petri halo, let it make its wild pattern. Petri halo, love of God inside the matter. Petri halo.
Guys, and welcome to Yippiehippie's Resin Journey. Today you're going to see me working with some alcohol inks that I created I watched a Daniel Cooper video on how to create your own alcohol inks out of mica powder, and I followed that tutorial. I also watched one on how to create it with pigment paste. I'm going to be making that later on, and then I'll show you, those ones. I had some misses and some good things going on with this uh, alcohol inks that I made this time, and I'm doing them in a couple of different types of molds. I'm using my skull mold, my brand new paw print bone mold that I got from Temu. I'm using the little heart that Terry gifted me, and I'm using the two or three of the coasters in the coaster mold that Tina from Pour Resin with Love gifted me. And I just went and watched a video. It was a few years back of Daniel Cooper. I've watched him for, I want to say, like 5, maybe 6 years now. And I knew he had a video up. I think CCUK Andy has also done a video on how to make your own alcohol inks. So I'm going to go and check out his videos again and see, because I think that he done one on making the sinker white out of the pigment paste. If I recall right, I do believe he did. And I'm going to go and use his tutorial and also watch Daniel Cooper's again, and a few others that I know have made the alcohol inks. And I'm going to try creating again. But this is my experiment, and you'll see there's going to be some hits and misses with it. Because I didn't make a whole lot at a time. And when I remade, I made things a little too heavy, so I had to go back and redo. So yeah, you'll see it at the end when I demold these. But so far, I mean, the inks are spreading really, really good. I'm liking, what's going on with them as of right now. My skull I'll get to here in a little bit. I'm just dropping. I did make the red, and I put it in one of the old bottles I had of the red. So, and I'm just dropping some more red into my coaster molds. The sinker white I used a white mica powder that I had, and ink, or not ink, but alcohol to create it. And it seemed to do pretty good, as you could tell with the when I'm dropping it in. What ends up being heavy on these, especially the last coaster that I do, was the yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, and then I did a pearlescent white sinker, and that one also was a little too heavy. So I know what to do to fix those, and I'm going to go and fix them, and then try this attempt it again so y'all can see it again, and I'll upload that video once I do that. Today I'm kind of making a little bit of break. You see me, I'm spreading some clear on top of what I just did, and I'm hoping to get a Petri effect. That's what I'm looking for on these. And I'm just drizzling some clear on top of this right now. I think the next time I will let the resin set a little bit longer. I'll set a timer and wait a little bit longer before I start dropping the inks, because I do know that matters when you're trying to do a Petri effect. So I will be doing that. I'm dropping in some more of the yellow. I was a little heavy with it, but oh well, because I'm using a dropper to do it. But it looks like it's spreading pretty good. Now I'm dropping it into the little bone. That is such a cool mold. I'm going to be making it again. I'm going to be creating with it again. Now I'm going to go in with the sink. Well, actually, blue on the bone again. The blue seemed like it done real good too. The only issues I really had was with the last yellow one that I made, and the last white, which was the pearlescent white. So yeah. So I'm going to go back. Actually, I think I'm going to try it with the tutorial, using the tutorial that CCUK Andy did. And also Daniel Cooper also did it with pigment paste as well. So I'm going to attempt it with that recipe and see what the difference is. And try that. Drop it in some more red. These are very thick molds, and once you see the sides of it, you'll see the Petri effect. I wasn't really happy with the tops of them. I'll probably put a sticker on them or something. That I wasn't really too disappointed in it, because it did do the Petri thing. And you can see it in it, but there's, like I said, there were some heavy drops in some areas. You saw me, I dropped some black. Now I'm using my sinker white again. Then I'm going to go in again with clear and just drizzle it over top. And I do have some more resin to the side to do Mr. Skullhead there. I thought this was a good experiment, since I'm a beginner and I'm a newbie. I thought this was a neat way to not only try the Petri effect again, but see if I could create my own alcohol ink. So, yeah, it was a good experiment. Now you see me, I'm drizzling over top of the bone. I'll drizzle over the heart again. The heart, you can't really see no Petri effect in it. because it is a crystal mold, but I just wanted to play with it. I love that heart mold. I really, really appreciate that being gifted to me. I use it a lot. I use it pretty much every time I create something. So, yeah. So you'll see me, I'll start dropping in my inks in my skull, starting with the yellow. Dropping it and I'll let it sink. You start doing its thing. And then I'll come in with the red. And like I said, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to add a little bit more alcohol to the yellow that I created, and a little bit more alcohol to, I think it was the white that I needed. And then I will also make some alcohol sinker with my white pigment paste and use the instructions that CCUK had told me on how to do that. And also Daniel Cooper on how they made their sinker white. I'm liking how the skull head is looking so far. Adding some more red. Putting in some more sinker white. I will drizzle this. And then I'm going to spritz it with some alcohol. And then we'll come in for the demold. And you'll see that I also went ahead and created a third coaster, because I don't fill my skull all the way up because it's a deep mold and I don't have deep pour resin yet. I just haven't been able to afford it yet. So I know to do it in layers. So, and I found that out the hard way because I had a flash cure. But yeah, so I let it set and let it kind of cure before I go in for my next. But I'll be coming in with the demold of everything, and you'll see how it turns out. So, and here they are. I think they look good. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Yeah, and I'm going to attempt this again. I'm going to try it again, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Have a very blessed day.